Malachi, and then over here was,
Okay, say them again, Kathy.
so that one's Maggie,
So these are the most recent wolf hybrids that Mick has had.
and that's Malachi. There they are together.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have Maggie, Louie, which was the Malamute, Malachi, and then the sisters were right around there too.
Yeah.
The wolf sisters that Mick
Yes,
had.
the wolf sisters that Mick had, yep. And then these are some of the...
Yeah, when Kathy and George first moved here, they had their daughter,
Oh, Ashley. Yeah,
Ashley.
and Maggie got out.
and Maggie was out. She'd get out all the time.
Uh-huh.
And so your daughters come out of the house, and they come running back in and say, "There's a wolf out here."
There's a wolf out over by the barn, Bob. So I had to come out, and it was just Maggie. And I'm like, come on, Maggie, let's get you back into your
I'll
yard.
take you back home. Yeah, she used to escape all the time.
Yeah, I
Oh,
remember
yeah, she
Maggie.
would.
And she would hide. She was the one that had a lot of wolf in her. So before, this will be the last video for today. I want Mick to show us this. This is his wall of fame with all of his,
Dogs that he rescued.
the dogs he's rescued and loved.
This up here that's Tobin,
That's the
the
original.
painting.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are some of the
All the ones he rescued.
dozens and dozens of dogs that I rescued in the last 60 years.
Just some.
And yeah,
Not
these
all
are
of them.
just some. You just recently had 5 or 6 puppies that we found new homes for.
And see, there's one when you were younger.
Oh, this is my favorite picture.
Oh, let's get it close up. Okay, give us a story on this. Let me get over here because the light is blocking it. Here we go. That's a little better. Can you see?
Flashlight, 'cause I can't see. Well, there are 13 dogs in this picture.
Holy camole.
And this was Alice.
Oh yeah, that was one of your very favorites.
She was my very favorite dog I ever had. She came here to be rescued on her own.
Yeah, I remember you told me that.
Anyway, you can. This was Sydney. And I can't see very good.
It's hard to see him, period.
Yeah.
This is a great big old Malamute here.
Mm-hmm.
Very big guy. And then this big, he's half lab, half basset hound.
Oh Lord.
That's the one that was trying to catch the cougar's tail. And this back here, the white one, that's Brody. He's a Argentine Mastiff.
Wow.
And I got him because he hates automobiles.
Nice.
And I got a great story about that. Yeah, he was a great dog. I was in the woodshed one day. Just stacking wood, and all the dogs started barking and raising hell. I never paid attention because they were always barking. And then I heard somebody hollering, "Help! Help! Help me! Help me! Oh, he's gonna bite me! He's gonna bite me!" So I come out of the woodshed, and here was a station wagon sitting out here. The door was open. That white Argentine Mastiff was in the vehicle. The guy was laying on his back on the seat. And the Mastiff was standing on top of him and barking right in his face. And there was 2 more dogs up on the hood barking through the windshield, looking at him, barking through the windshield. So I come around, I got a hold of Brody, and I pulled him out of there. And the guy sat up. And I says, "I have a question." He says, "Yes." I said, "Why in the hell would you come into somebody's yard with a dozen dogs and open the door on your vehicle?" He says, "Well, it turned out the guy was a Jehovah's Witness.
Oh, okay.
So I asked him if he thought Jehovah was going to save his ass." Yeah.
Yeah, didn't you and him become good friends after that, though?
Well, I knew the guy. He was a clockmaker
Yeah.
downtown. Yeah, I knew several of the Jehovah's Witnesses used to come out here all the time trying to get me to read their pamphlets. But they wouldn't come when I had six wolf hybrids here. They would park about 100 feet away from the gate and then stand out in front of their vehicle and wait for me to come out to talk to them. Because they wouldn't come, mostly because of Maggie. Maggie was very scary. She would drop her head down and just stare at you.
I've never heard her bark when she was here.
Wolves-
She never barked.
The only time a wolf barks is when they're as a warning.
Yeah, she never made a sound.
Yeah, she would just sneak up. That's what I
Yeah.
remember. All of a sudden, I'd turn around and she'd be right there just looking at me.
Oh yeah, Malachi, you knew when he was coming, he wouldn't shut up.
Well, Maggie was probably about
I think she was pure.
or damn close to it.
Yeah.
She came from Chicken, Alaska.
Wow.
The guy had her up there and he brought her down to his dad's house in Sela and gives this wolf to his dad without a fenced yard and cattle all around. So in the spring, in February, so when the cows start calving, what's a wolf do? They go hunting
Yeah.
Yes.
because the air is full of blood scent.
Yeah.
So they had to get rid of her, but none of the shelters will take wolf hybrids or wolves.
No, even the vets don't want to have it written down that they were even part wolf.
Yeah.
So
Too much liability, probably.
yeah.
Yeah. That's why the shelters won't take them.
Oh, she was such a sweet girl though.
She was.
She used to scare the shit out of people, though.
Oh hell yeah, she did.
God, I remember when the tax man come down here.
Oh yeah.
He was a new guy.
He was young. It was that one that really young kid that it was like his first day or something. They sent him out here.
They sent him out here, and he was pulled down, and I went out to talk to him, and he was standing there, and Maggie was about 8 feet inside of the fence with her head down, just staring at him. And he says, "What kind of a dog is that?" And I told him, "That's not a dog, that's an Arctic timber wolf." And he said, "I've never seen one of those before." I said, "Well, consider yourself lucky." And then about that time, here come the rest of them, Malachi and
Louis.
Louis and
Yeah.
this guy up here, Chunk, is his name.
Chunk.
He's a 151-pound Montana timber wolf. And some woman that lived in Montana gonna move over to Marysville. So she brought the wolf with her and moved into a house in Marysville until the Marysville City Council found out that they had this 150-pound wolf. And they told her to get that thing out of here. So I ended up with him. He was great. He loved Jehovah's Witnesses. He'd go up to the fence when they pulled in, stand there and look at him, and then he'd lift his lips up and show him his teeth. His upper fangs were 2 inches long,
Yikes.
which is huge.
Yeah.
He was a big guy. And then he'd start to drool. They used to tell him, I said, "Come on in, I think he wants a bite."
Okay,
Oh,
Mick, I
God.
gotta shut it because it's gonna stop.
We had more